Hello and welcome to Into the Fog, where we delve into the realm to see the Horror Hall of Fame. There's a lot of killers in the realm that originate from TV shows, but this one knows they were in a TV show. We're talking about the killer. The killer's power is... what the fuck's it? Opening credits. At the start of the trial, a random survivor has their name projected in front of them, readable from the point of view facing them for 16 seconds. After those 16 seconds, another survivor is chosen and this process repeats. While a survivor is selected like this, they are counted as on camera. While a survivor who is on camera is inside the killer's terrarius, they are revealed with killer instinct. Okay, special ability, Dash. While selecting this ability, the killer can hold the power button to ready a dash attack. When fully charged, press the attack button, the killer lunges forward. When fully charged, pressing the attack button, the killer lunges forward rapidly with limited turn rate, striking after 2 seconds. Upon performing dash, this ability goes on a 12-second cooldown. Upon connecting with the survivor, they lose a health state. If that survivor is on camera, they are instead immediately grabbed onto your shoulder. If instead they collide with the environment, the killer staggers. If Dash collides with the gas station, it becomes depleted. Gas stations. Scattered throughout the trial, survivors must gather fuel, put into generators. Doing so allows them... must gather fuel to put into generators. Doing so allows them to be repaired. Survivors fill canisters and can carry them. Running causes the survivor to spill fuel on the ground, so walking is ideal mode of transport. When a station is used, it depletes some fuel, regenerating at a slower rate than it can be gathered into cans. If a survivor carrying a fuel can becomes injured by a basic attack, they drop the canister. If they are hit by a ranged attack, they are injured but do not drop the canister. Special ability, Ranged Weapon. Pressing the power button with this ability selected, the killer tosses their blade forward. Doing so hinders the killer while without their blade, and injures any survivor hit. After 4 seconds, the killer gains their weapon again. This ability has a 20-second cooldown, 16 if used to create a fragile pallet. Fragile pallets. When a raged or dropped pallet is struck by a special attack, it becomes fragile, requiring less time to be broken and breaking upon being vaulted by a cooked survivor. Special stats, Cooked. When a survivor is hooked for the first time by the cook, he can cook them in a brief interaction. Doing this refreshes the cooldowns of Dash, Ranged Weapon, and Teleport. Special ability, Teleport. While this ability is selected, you see the aura of lockers around the trial. Pressing ability, you teleport inside the locker, emerging and placing this ability on a 45-second cooldown. When teleporting, you see the aura of any survivor who is on camera. Upon teleporting, the killer has a 78% chance to become the Shape. The Shape. Upon becoming the Shape, you are undetectable, and have a new ability set until you next hook a survivor. Sub-special ability, Evil Within. The Shape can switch between 3 modes of Evil Within. Each mode has unique abilities and strengths. Stalker mode, the default mode of Evil Within. Slower movement speed of 4.2 meters per second. Default vaulting time of 1.7 seconds, and grants the undetectable status effect as well as the stalk ability. Sub-special ability, Stalking. While in Stalker mode, press and hold the power button to access the stalking ability, reducing walking speed to 60% of its default value. highlighting the outline of survivors within a range of 2.5 to 32 meters of the shape in white, and draining evil from whichever highlighted survivor is in closest proximity to the shape, and fills the power gauge at a fixed rate regardless of distance. If the power gauge is not full, it will automatically begin depleting after 20 seconds of not stocking, down to a limit of 50%. Have I done this before? I recognize this concept. If the stock meter is not full, press the secondary power button to switch between modes. Stalker mode is unavailable when the stock meter is full. Pursuer mode. Smaller tear radius of 16 meters, default movement speed of 4.6 meters per second, shorter vaulting time of 1.4 seconds, and increased break, damage, recover, and from stun and maximum lunge distance by 20%. If the stock meter is full, press the secondary power button to enter Evil Incarnate mode instead. Evil Incarnate. Once activated, this mode activates for 60 seconds. While active, you have the default tear radius of 32 meters, all benefits from Pursuer mode, and all survivors are exposed. After a survivor becomes hooked, you return to being the killer, earning a new special perk slot. Bonus perk slot. Upon earning this condition, you briefly return to the lobby, where you select an additional perk. This perk remains active for the rest of the trial. Perk slots stack upwards, performing units similar to the upper 3 normal perk slots. At the end of the trial, these presented on a scroll wheel next to the power icon. Endgame chat. Once the trial is concluded, a small window chat is created to converse with the players. Players talked to here can be interacted with to view their profile, block or report them to the game's admins. Behavior Interactive. Behavior, or BHVR, is the Canadian company that developed this very game back in 2016, which was 10 years ago. Wow, isn't that neat? Oh, Grom. That's right, the concept's talking to you now. You're involved, no longer playing some weird traveling stranger character. Let's continue, shall we? In 2021, you first played the game with the Resident Evil chapter, gaining this clip you find funny. Is that a zombie? Does he kill me?
Yeah.
I'm walking away from it really slowly and he's not. Oh, ha. Ha ha ha. Ha. Ha 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 ha. In 2022, you came back a year later for your current main, the Dredge. Ain't that neat? And you've been playing ever since. The outro. At the end of the video, you might want to stick around so you could hear the usual next concept teaser, dear viewers. After all, that's the best part. The thrill of the hunt and success in the catch. Now, Grom will see you when he sees you next. You enter the fog. Next time you enter the fog. Subscribe to know when that is, and you'll see you next time. Bye bye. It's over. Can I go now? No.